In this video, we're going to learn how to find the greatest common factor. Now, just looking at the title here, greatest common factor, we have the word factor. So that means the first thing we're going to have to do is factor our numbers. So here's my first question. It says, find the greatest common factor of 24 and 16. Well, we have factors, so that means we're going to have to prime factor 24 and 16. So let's start with 24. So if I look at 24, I know that could be divided by 4 and 6. You could go 2 and 12 if you want, or any other combination. 4 factors to 2 and 2. We're going to circle them because 2 is prime. 6 factors to 2 and 3. Circle these because they are prime. Now let's look at 16. 16 is 4 times 4, or you could go 2 times 8. And this breaks down to 2 and 2, which are prime. And this is going to break down to 2 and 2, which is prime. Now, we're going to do the same thing that we did with our lowest common multiples, and that we're going to make a Venn diagram. So here's going to be my Venn diagram. And one circle is going to be 24, and the other one's going to be 16. And we're going to set this up the same way. So first I'm going to look at 2. We have a 2 here as a prime factor. Is there 2 there? 16 has a 2. So we're going to put it in the middle, which is going to represent the shared part. 1, 2, to represent these two 2's. Now I have a 2 here. Is there another 2 in 16? Yes, there's another 2 in 16, so I'm going to put a 2. I have another 2 in 24, another 2 in 16, so I'm going to put another 2. But then I have a 3 in 24, and there's no 3 in 16. So I have to put that in this section of my Venn diagram because this is the part that's not shared. Then I have 1 less 2 left over in the 16, and I'm going to have to put that there. Now if we remember, for lowest common multiple, we had to multiply everything in the whole circles, in both circles together. For the greatest common factor, we only want this highlighted middle part. That's the only part we're interested in, is the overlap. So in this case, my greatest common factor is equal to 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8, because 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. Let's take a look at my second question here. For my second question, we want to find the greatest common factor of 28 and 70. Alright, so let's look at 28. 28, we're going to find the prime factors first, breaks down into 4 times 7, which is the same thing as 2 times 2. 7's prime. 2 is prime, 2 is prime. Now let's look at 70. 70 breaks down to 7 times 10. 7's prime. 10 is 2 times 5. 2 and 5 are prime. Now we must make our Venn diagram. So here's my Venn diagram. And we're going to make my Venn diagram like this. So we have 28 and we have 70. So let's start at 2. I have 1 2 there, and I have a 2 here. So we put that in the middle. That's shared. I have another 2 here. Oh, I don't have another 2 in 70, so that 2 is going to go there. Now I have a 7 here, and I have a 7 there. That's shared, so it goes in the middle, the part that's overlapped and shared between both of them. Now here I have a 5, and it doesn't have a partner, so I must put my 5 there. So once again, for greatest common factor, I want just what's in the middle and overlapped, this little part here. So I look at this, my greatest common factor is equal to 2 times 7, which is equal to 14. And that is how we find greatest